Tell me about the shipyard, Papa.
Oh, hard work. Took a lot of. I started when I was just a helper.
Yeah.
I was just I was just somebody that all we could do was clean up.
Yeah.
I was a cleanup, just a cleanup on, and we just clean up. That's all we were good for, just to clean up. We couldn't put our hand on a torch or lead. We couldn't do that. We weren't worthy of that. Our job was to clean up boats and barges. When they bring them in to be repaired or the building, all our job was to clean up. We didn't see no progress. We couldn't make progress. Clean up. That's all we could do. All our quality was to clean up.
That's what they saw you as.
That's all we saw as. So they saw us as a cleanup crew.
Yeah.
That's what we call it, the
They
cleanup
didn't
crew.
think you, but they didn't think you had the ability to be able
No,
to.
they wouldn't give you a chance. You wouldn't give it. The only way I got a chance when I left the shipyard that I was hired at. And when that people that had the shipyard were hired at, they went off to themselves and built another shipyard down the river. That's about 3 miles, 4 miles down the river. And that's where I got my break right there. When they was building that shipyard, they were building it, and they were building see, they had to build it from the ground up. They had to build it. So one Saturday, a white guy didn't show up, and they were building the slip for the boat to slide on the side. We call it the slip. And they were building there. So now the man that was the helper that was supposed to put this white guy, and this white guy knew me good. So I was cleaning up that day, and he said, "Peter, come help me. You want to come help me, Peter?" And I said, "Yeah." And they was what his name was? Shucks. That boy name. Whitney? No, I can't think of his name. My memory ain't good right now, sport.
Oh, it's all good. But he helped you out.
Yeah, but he what was his name? I can't think of that guy's name. I want to call his name. Anyway, he was a ship fitter.
Okay.
That was his background. And his helper, regular helper, was on a Saturday. He didn't show up. And so I said, he asked me if I wanted to help him. I said, "Yeah, I help you." You know, and so I did. That's way back in 1965. That's when he asked me to help him. So I told him, "Yeah, I'll help you." And that Saturday, and I did, and I did so good. So he said Monday morning, he said, "You gonna come, Peter? Come on and work with me." And I did so good, you know. I did, I was catching on pretty quick. So he said, "Come on and work with me, help me." And I don't know if that boy showed up that Monday or not. I didn't see him. But anyway, I worked with him, and he liked me, and he kept me with him. I stayed with him for about 3 years.
Wow.
Yes, I did. And I got so I was working with him, and then he let me start lighting the torch. And he said, heat that for me. And he gave me a break. He started me out. He saw where I was learning, and I was progressing. And I would let me take the striker, give me a striker, and I was watching him when he would light it. And so I did pretty good. I did real good. lighting it and heating it. So he started trusting me.
Mm.
He put trust in me. He said, wash that off for me. When wash it off, he mean he take the torch and just wash it like something you wanna
Heat up.
you wanna heat up, or you wanna sometimes you leave a burr when you leave some welding, you gonna leave some burrs on the deck.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to wash that off, to smooth it.
Yeah.
So I did that, and that was from there I started moving on up.
He started teaching you how to weld.
Yeah, he started teaching me how to do that, and I had to learn how to tack. See, I had to learn how to tack before I did all this other stuff. I had to learn how to tack, and I got good at it.
Were you the only black person that was welding?
I was the only black person, all the way to as far as I can remember,
Yeah.
at a shipyard.
So wow. So like that entire shipyard.
Yeah, in the state of Louisiana.
So you.
I was
you're now the first black.
I was the first,
Yeah.
the first in the state of Louisiana that I know of. But there's no record of it. But it wasn't anybody else.
Yeah.
They could even get their hand on the lead.
So you think they didn't think you had the ability to do that?
It was we never had a chance
To learn. So
to learn. Yeah.
So
But I was the first to
get the opportunity to learn.
yeah. The guy gave me a break,
Mm-hmm.
and he liked me.
Yeah.
And people be watching you. They watch how you work.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why he didn't ask anybody else. They had some more black guys there, but he never. They go to them.
Mm-hmm.
Came to me. God is a awesome God. God. I don't know. God is always in control.
Mm-hmm.
God got his people. He knew who he wanted. So he put me in there in the right place.
Yeah.
I always said be in the right place at the right time. That's where I was.
And
I gotta start.
Your actions, because you gave the
Speaks
opportunity.
louder than words.
Yeah. So you were there and you were prepared
Yeah,
with your work ethic.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
that break, you think that break
that's right.
opened their eyes to the fact that black people can learn how to weld if they give the opportunity. So you probably opened the door for other people. You think?
I'm sure that it took off from there.
Yeah.
And then I got me a helper.
Ah.
Oh yes, I got me a helper.
Who
And
was
it
your
was a
helper?
black guy.
So you got to help a black
Yeah.
helper, and you
Yeah.
gave him an opportunity.
And he got a black guy.
Ah.
Yeah. So he worked with me about 4 years. Took him about 4 years. He stayed with me about 4 years. And we stayed together. His name is Amos Holmes.
That's great. How was the transition from when you were a helper to becoming the welder in general?
Opened the doors.
Yeah.
And it started for him from then on. But it started with me.
Yeah. So were you nervous going off on your own because you were a helper at first?
Yeah. I wasn't nervous. I got good at what I was doing. I was good. I was really good. When I started, I was just a helper. But I moved on. I mean, a fitter. I was just a regular fitter.
Yeah.
But I moved on up to scale.
Okay. What scale?
The top. We went to the top of our fitter. I mean the fitters, ship fitters.
Okay.
I moved to scale.
That's the top of the.
That's the top pay.
Gotcha.
A scale. When you get there, you're making the top salary. Top
So
salary.
that's you prove that you can do all of the
Yeah.
skills necessary.
Yeah. You're the master.
Master welder.
The master in what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was that. I made that.
How long did that take you?
I moved from a regular fitter to what was that? I was the knuckle specialist.
Knuckle step?
Yeah, I was closing the barges, closing in the boats. I was
Okay.
the knuckle specialist.
Sealing them up. Huh?
I was closing it up. They didn't build it. You got to put the knuckle. The last thing you gonna put is the knuckle.
What's the knuckle?
At the
Oh, the little
top.
the front of it.
No, that too,
Okay.
and the sides.
Okay.
You know, you got a deck knuckle,
Yeah.
and you got a bottom knuckle. Bottom knuckle you close in the bottom, and the deck knuckle you close in the top.
And that's the last piece to go in.
Yeah, and I was a specialist. I mean, I come from all the way, and I come to specialist. That's all I was. That's all they had me doing.
That seems like a pretty important job.
It is tedious, very tedious job. You got to make the turns. You got to make all the curves and whatever it goes over around.
Mm-hmm.
You got to specialize. You got to know how to do that.
Yeah.
And I got good at it. I was at the top of the line when I left. Hey,
What's up,
come
brother?
on in.
How y'all doing?
Doing all right. How
Oh,
you
we're doing
man?
good. Hey,
Good.
hey, Red. Good, my man. Come on there. Pull us have a chair. Hey, sit right here.
Seven, man. How you doing?
No, don't sit there. You go hard time getting up. Sit right there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Red.
Oh, no
Thank you.
problem. What's happening, man?
Oh, just kicking it with the grandpa, catching up, man. I saw
Hello.
you live stream with you the other day.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was going on?
At church?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. He showed it to me.
Credit card.
What you been doing, man? Busy, huh?
Yeah, man. Doing well.
That's good, man.
Yeah, I got company.
Huh?
I got my great grandson.
Yep.
They come to see me.
Business doing well, huh?
Yeah, it's doing well.
That's good.
Mhm.
Y'all be trying to don't do your nothing then.
It's
That was
spreading.
just, huh?
It's spreading, man. It's doing
Oh,
all
you
right.
doing others through you.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool then. That's better.
Yeah, yeah. That's
You ain't
right.
got to manage them or nothing. Just
Exactly.
take care
I
of
show
that
somebody
one.
else how to eat.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's
why
cool,
my
man.
stepdad
I'm
opened-
proud of you, bro.
Yeah, I am too. I am too. But just don't spread yourself too thin.
Not at all.
You can keep your arm around it, you know.
Yep. That's why I'm doing that method.
Doing it like that, he can't get no thicker than he already
Yeah,
is.
sure.
The only thing getting thick is his pocket.
Yeah. Doing all right. We doing all right.
It's all good, man. God bless
Okay,
you,
well, you can
bro.
keep your hands on it.
Yeah.
Don't let it get too big because you will lose the control.
Yeah.
You know, people ain't nobody gonna do it like you.
This is true.
It'll mess up. And when you would just take, you know, you can take you look at what Jesus did. All everything that he did. Can't trust nobody.
Sure, that's yours.
And then this white guy saw how hard.
First one in the
that's all-
state.
That's all black people could do was clean up.
Yep.
That's all right, though. First one in the
Yeah.
state.
And that opened it. Then he got a helper. He became a ship fitter. Then he got him a black helper, trained him. And he got him became a ship fitter and got him a black
And
helper.
now they here.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Moved on up. See,
How'd you end up in Virginia?
I don't know. I was there for about. I was a helper. I left there in '69 because I had a friend that went to Virginia, and I was single at the time, and me and my first wife had separated. That started me moving on. Started me moving around. I had a home. I got a home in Jennings, and when she and I broke up, I couldn't stay in the house. You know, when it's a separation, you lose something.
Yeah,
lose a
always
lot.
something got to go.
You lose a lot.
More than just a person.
Yeah, and when she left and went to California, I couldn't stay in the house by myself. So that's how my kids got to California when me and my wife separated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they went with their mama, and she went one way, I went another. I couldn't stay in the house after that. It just wasn't the same. It's just like this, all over again, all over. That's what hit me. It hit me. My granny, she didn't come back. She gone. And my wife, we saw one another again, but we didn't stay. We went back together, but couldn't stay. Had too much animosity there, so I went back to Jennings and we had decided to go back to Jennings. That's what it was. We had decided to go back to Jennings, and she and I together, we're gonna go back. But I said, okay, so I left. I went back to Jennings after we separation. We went to California, And we left California. I told her, I said, I'm going to go back to Jennings and get my job back because I couldn't step there. It was too fast. People wasn't like here. People wouldn't speak to you. They wouldn't even, they'll look at you. And they wouldn't say nothing to you. I'll pass, I'll speak to them. I just on the other side of the fence. The man turned his head on me, blacked up. I spoke to that man. He took it in. And that wasn't it. So every morning I would take a walk. Sidewalk was right in front of the house. I take my two children, we walk, sidewalk. Hey, and I spoke to a lady one day. She was coming one way and I was going that way. I said, good morning, ma'am. I want her to turn around and look at me and she's about to fall. That was it. That was it. I said, it was me. It wasn't me. So I said, I gotta go. That's what I did. I went to my wife. I said, I'm going. She said, you coming? She said, yeah, I'll be right behind you. As in January. And she said, I'll be there in March. She was supposed to come in March. So I left when I left in January, I caught the train, come all the way back to Jennings. And I waited for her to come back. She never did. And I didn't go back. She didn't come back. So that's how we permanent separation. Right there.
That chapter was closed.
Yeah. That's how my kid they stayed up there with the mama.
Now they got a life up there, and you might end up going up there, and you end up being my great grandpa.
But you know, I was thinking. I said, some, you know, the Bible. I said something good got to come out of bad. Some bad got the first half.
Well, yeah, that's what
Some
Romans
bad,
8:28 say.
It's good for the kids. Don't get me wrong. It's good for the children.
All things work together for the good, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, for them.
Those who love
For
the
them.
Lord.
For them now.